večer z klubovny, and we're here at Rock for People with
Normandie. I'm Philip.
I'm Hawk.
I'm Anton.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank
you just finished your show some 2 hours ago.
Yes.
Actually, the first show of your packed summer.
Yes.
So how are you feeling?
Feeling good. I mean, up until 5 minutes before the show, we had to almost cancel the show because there was things in our gear that was not working, and without that, nothing can actually be played or anything. It's the benefit and the bad thing about having very digital and like good futuristic travel size gear. It can easily break down too. So, but it worked out. We got the call like 2 minutes to stage, and then we just got ready and then went out. But it was great. I mean, starting the whole festival on the main stage, being the first band out, and so many people in the middle of the day, it was great. It was really, really fun. Yeah. What do you think?
Oh yeah, it was awesome. Perfect start.
It was awesome.
All right, well, you are no strangers to Rock for People. This is your third time playing here, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow, yeah.
So, do you have any memories connected to the festival or just
Yes.
any Czech show in general?
Yeah, I think it was last time when it was so warm.
Yeah.
And we didn't have a bass player at the time either. So our sound engineer that's here today, Chris, he got to fill in, and it was so warm on stage, and he sat down on his knee to put down the set list on the stage, and he burnt his knee because it was so warm. The stage was black, and it had been warming up the entire day. So that was one of my favorite memories. I don't know why. And it's one of the few shows I've ever done in shorts. I've never done a show.
I think all of us had shorts. That's the only time.
Probably like 35, 40
Yeah,
degrees.
it was
I'm not
insane.
kidding. It was that summer, yeah.
Well, we were lucky to get something unique then.
Yeah.
Do you have this stage that's run by bicycles?
No, I don't think they have it this year.
They had that year, right?
They had it that year, yeah, I remember.
That's my best memory. I think.
Did you get on the bike?
No, I just
okay.
looked at it and smiled.
Yeah.
And
All
walked
right.
away.
And it wasn't that long that we got to see you last time. You stopped in Prague during what we now know was our last night's final European
Yes,
tour.
a surprise.
So what was it like touring together?
It was great. I mean, they've been one of the best bands to us ever. Like, they brought us over to America for a month and a half, made us use, let us use one of the nightliners, which means a lot of bands go to America, they do like an RV type tour or a van, and the van breaks down in the middle of Phoenix and it's 40 degrees and it's just hell. But we got to be in a nightliner, which means that you wake up in the next city and get to actually explore America. And that's not something that you should even be able to do on the first tour over there. So they were really, really friendly to us. All the people out there was amazing, and then bring us out on a European tour as well. It's like they don't have to, but they're really nice and asking us, and being fair with everything, the times, and everything like that.
Yeah, such
You became
great guys.
friends with them.
Yeah, such great guys.
Yeah.
And probably the band that we know the most.
Our best
felt
friends.
like we connected really well.
Yeah.
So it's sad to see them go from the live industry,
Yeah.
but
Also the best crew.
Yeah.
It's the best.
So good.
The best crew ever.
You love all the
I
crews.
love the crew.
That's one of the things, like, all of a sudden you see yourself hanging out mostly with, like, the drum tech of the main, one of the other bands. There's so many people behind the stage that you don't think about that are, like, the best people in the world. And they had an amazing crew, so that was really, really fun.
Shout out to TJ and Alec.
So good, guys. Yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear. And it was a really busy year because before that you also did your own Dopamine tour.
Yeah.
And what I loved about those shows is that you let the fans influence the set list.
Yes, that was
There
the
were actually
first.
2 spots that were voted
Yeah.
on online and one right at the spot. How did you come up with that idea?
It's beginning to be really hard to pick out a set list, I think, and people always get really annoyed by it. So I think it's just the easiest way out. It's like one online vote for between 5 songs, and then one crowd vote during the evening between 5 other songs or something. I don't remember, but yeah. It's just, and then people can say like, oh, you didn't play that song. Oh, you should have voted for it, or like made people vote for it.
Were there any picks that surprised you? That maybe a song that you thought wasn't so popular suddenly got played?
Colorblind.
Yeah.
really?
There was so many times we had to play that song, and that's like one of the least streamed songs on the Dopamine album. So that was surprising. Really surprising. Fun song to play as well.
Yeah, the only sad part, I wanted to play a song called Glue. That's the last one on the new album. We never got to play it. People maybe hate it. I don't know. No,
it wasn't chosen even once.
No. But it's hard. I mean, putting it up against like Chemicals or Colorblind is really, really hard. People usually go for their favorites, so I'm fine with it.
Did people tend to go for the older songs, or?
I don't remember. Maybe
every time Collide was in the vote, people went for it.
Yeah.
And we played Dead.
We played Dead. Yeah.
Dead is quite old.
Yeah.
I remember that in Prague you didn't even get to say the second song. It was just like, Collide.
That's true.
All right, and speaking of dopamine, there was this shift in songwriting between Dark and Beautiful, Secrets, and Dopamine, where the 2021 album is more personal, but now Dopamine focuses on more broader conceptual stories. So what instigated that change?
I think it's basically two opposite albums. Like one is personal and one is 100% hypothetical possible future that has nothing to do with me in a way. You know what I mean? So it felt like the most natural way, because I felt like I told so many secrets and it was very, very open on the last album, so I felt like I didn't have anything more to say. So it felt easier to go into a very opposite direction than trying to find something else. You know, I just needed something to grab, and one of the first things that we did was to write Blood in the Water, and then after that it's just we started playing around with this idea of the dopamine factory and the clinic and serotonin, and like, what's dopamine? What if dopamine is something that is like caffeine in the future that people just inject every single day because, you know, real happiness is gone. It just became this movie feeling of like, what's the script of this future, and it's really fun.
Inspired by real-time events though, like family members, younger family members, stuff like that uses social media in a different way than we do, and just, I don't know, brainstorming around that subject.
Yeah, it was the first time I heard about dopamine detox ever was through my little sister who's 20, and she's talked about like on YouTube people start doing like dopamine detox, where just basically trying to make yourself as numb as possible because everything is so, you know, fed into your brain. I am like that sometimes. I can listen to a podcast while cooking and looking at a YouTube video, or like scrolling, watching Netflix, and also, you know, there's so many things going on at the same time, and I can kind of process it, but I think we're not really made for that. So it's a dopamine detox is just about going back to the basic and just enjoying one thing at a time, and it's sometimes really, really boring. But yeah, so she told me about that, and I was like, maybe we have a problem here. I don't know.
And dealing with this like digital overload, as a band nowadays, you're kind of forced to just constantly promote your stuff on social media. So coming from the other end, what's like, how do you personally deal with this?
To do social media and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really, really tough. I think we're all pretty much agreed on, if we didn't have the band, we wouldn't have social media. Yeah, I think that's pretty much the way it is. And it's, I don't know. But at the same time, we're all scrolling. But we can find ourselves scrolling for no reason, and I don't know. It's really hard, the relationship with social media.
It's so weird. It's so weird. Why are we doing that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Scrolling for no reason.
Crazy.
We have more songs coming out this year and next year, and one of the first songs that we have is about that subject of like having to have social media to be a band today. Mm-hmm. You can't really not have social media and expect yourself to be a successful band today. So the song is about that, and like the contrast between the two, and about selling out and exploding on TikTok to being able to live on the career music side and making money and everything. So, you know, it's stuff like that. It's inevitable. You need to have social. It's very different.
So different.
Yeah.
So I was actually going to ask if in the future you're going to continue the conceptual writing or be shifting back to personal stuff, but this sort of feels like merging the two.
I think, that's a good way to put it. I think it's a perfect merger of the two, like how we feel about the future that's coming. Maybe it's a better way to say it, but I can't honestly tell you that there will be a straight on like a concept, but we'll see where we end up. We haven't really fully written the future stuff anytime soon. Maybe in like August we'll get down with writing more songs, but we have a couple ones and they're all kind of between the two subjects, definitely.
All right, perfect. And since I will have to let you go, is there any final message that you have for your Czech fans? Anything they can look forward to?
Thank you for sticking out with us. I don't know.
it's just amazing to see like today. It was thousands of people. We've always played in Czech Republic on all our tours pretty much. Just amazing. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you very much. This is awesome. I love this country.
Yeah, I have this weird thing though that we've talked about it previously the past few weeks. There's a lot of bands that have like special things going on. Like our friends in Imminence, for example, has the violin stuff, and Sleep Token has the mask things, and Spirit Box are just amazing. And it feels like I don't really fully understand why people like Normandie. And I'm really thankful for the people that are hanging out and like following us on this journey. So I'm really thankful for the people. Yeah.
All right.
We feel very average people.
Perfect. Thank you so much for the show today. Thank you so much for the interview, and have the best of luck.
Thank you.
In your tour this summer.
Thanks so much.